The narcissist knows that you are too good for them. They know. And sometimes they'll even tell you in a jokey joke way that you're too good for them. Or sometimes they'll even ask you, why me? Why did you choose me? They know you are too good for them. From the start, you were too good for them. Even now, even though it doesn't feel like it, you are too good for them. And because they know you're too good for them, they will make it their life mission to punish you for it. I know it's confusing. I know. You would think that they would be so appreciative that someone who's too good for them would be with them, and therefore they're going to be loyal to you. They're going to respect you. They were going to try to pay back the kindness with kindness. No. That's why they're a narcissist. You are injuring them by loving them. You are hurting them, bruising their ego by being this good person and choosing them. They will punish you for it. Let me tell you a little bit about my experience. For me, again, when I met the narcissist, and through all my story, I'm talking about one narcissist. I've dealt with one narcissist in my life, and that's who all the stories are about. When I met this narcissist, we knew each other. We were family friends from a long time ago, even from back home. And then we lived in the same state. And then they moved to Atlanta. And we knew each other for a long time. Our families knew each other for a very long time. This man was watching me. He's much older than me. He has been watching me throughout the years. Watch me go from being a little girl to becoming a registered nurse, to being successful as a nurse, to then becoming a content creator and becoming a successful content creator. During the peak of my success as a content creator, I had managed to acquire about, I think it was 1.5 million at this time on YouTube. YouTube is one of the hardest platforms to grow on. I was at 1.5 million on YouTube. I was making a lot of money. I was very popular. I was trending all over YouTube. At this time, I had some I never talked about my personal life on YouTube. So I had some personal things going on. And this man was always there, always reaching out, always like a family friend, as I said before, always reaching out. But they stalk you, they study you, they watch you. A lot of them do. There are rare cases where they didn't know you and you got together, but most times these people are watching you. They are watching you. They know you. So this man was stalking me over the years, and again, I have some pictures and some receipt that I'll do a story time where maybe I can show some of these things to you all. But he kept in touch over the years. He kept in touch. So when I had issues with my relationship at that time and the end of that relationship, he knew, and bam, he jumped in. One day, I told you all before that we had a conversation where he told me he was an opportunist because he knew the position I was in, and he knew that people would call him out for being an opportunist. He knew that people would see right through him. So he wanted to be the one to say it so that if somebody else say it, he's already said it, so it doesn't matter. Another thing he told me was, he flat out told me, why did you choose me? And I said, what do you mean? At this time, this man was broke. He had lost his job. He was going through custody battles for both of his children with his ex-wife, who wanted to take her kids away and put them in a safer environment. He had lost his job. He had a house that he was losing. He was going through it. But he told me a whole different story, lied to me, told me all kinds of lies, and then told me about the kids, that his ex-wife was evil. She was trying to put child support on him. She was a demonic narcissist. Her father was a narcissist. They used him to have children, and now they're trying to take his children away. He told me all these crazy stories to where me being empath, I was invested now. I felt bad for the kids. I felt bad for him. I felt bad for his situation, and I was in the position to help. So I decided to help. And if you ladies have experienced this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You want to fix them. You want to help because you have a caring heart, because you have the resources to do so. So he got me in that chokehold where I was so invested and I wanted to help. So all the lies, I believed it. I paid over $12,000 to help this man fight a custody battle so that he doesn't lose his children. Yeah. One of those dumb things that I said I did, that's one of them. But anyway, when I got invested, he had this conversation with me and asked, why did you choose me? And the reason he was asking that was, again, because I didn't know at this time that he was broke. I only knew the sad story about the kids. So I really, really wanted to be of help to this guy that I'm dating who's about to lose everything and also lose his children, who he claimed to have so much love for. So he told me, he said, why did you choose me? I said, why not? What do you mean, why did I choose you? And he was like, I don't know. You could choose anybody you want to choose. You don't even have to choose anybody. You're doing so well for yourself. Why me? And for the life of me, I couldn't understand why he said that. In a different scenario, he told me flat out that I'm too good for him. He told me, he said, I've done so much ish in my life. I've done so much ish, like I cheated in my entire marriage. He was married before, had 2 children and was married. Cheated on this woman the entire relationship. But for me, he changed. At least that's what he told me. I took 6 months to work on myself. I was single. I went to therapy. I worked on myself. And I took 6 months to pray. And I asked God to send me my wife. And the minute I started to pray that prayer of God sending me my wife, he sent you to me. That's the story he told me. And that's why he wanted to marry me within 3 months of dating. That's why he put a ring on my finger. Which the ring story is a whole nother story that we're going to get into. But yeah, he wanted to marry me within 3 months of dating. He told me I was too good for him. I didn't believe him. When you are too good for these people, when you get with them, they will punish you for it. If you're a guy's first baddie, he will punish you for it. If you're the first beautiful woman that he's dated, and I'm talking about a narcissistic guy, I'm not talking about a regular guy. If you are a narcissistic person's first baddie, first most beautiful woman, first most intelligent boss chick person, he will punish you for it because it's a direct insult to him. Even though he's the one who came to you, even though he's the one who pursued you, even though he's the one who wanted a relationship, even though you thought in your mind that you were doing him a favor by helping him out, by dating him, by even letting him be with you. You think you're doing him a favor and he's gonna forever be grateful? Nah, he's gonna punish you for it. The fact that you saw him at his worst, the fact that you know how broken he was, the fact that you know, or at least you found out later on in the relationship, how broken, how evil, how broke, how dusty this person was. He's going to punish you for it. Be careful. If a guy tells you that he doesn't deserve you, he doesn't. If a guy asks you, why did you choose me? I don't deserve you. He doesn't. If he asks you why you chose him, because he don't think he deserves you, I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. He doesn't. That's him telling on himself again. Believe him. Walk away. You will be punished for it later. And if you guys have any experiences with this, please comment below. Because sometimes these people have a way of making people think they're crazy. So if anybody out there has experienced this, comment below.